melanin dripping, sweet candy coated honey bar, good looking. The way how you moving, put me in a mood, I'm glad to see you. Your waistline on the baseline, so attractive, I wanna be a captive. I see a smile on your face now, so beautiful, I know you're original.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, y'all, you're sweet off. Dance with me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, y'all, you're sweet off. Dance with me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Come talk to me, girl. Classy and intelligent, are you run the world? I let me sit face to face. Know you feel the tension, just had to mention. Your brown eyes, shining bright, so gorgeous and glowing like sunlight. Hear your voice, angelic high, so amazing, I wanna keep this going.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, y'all, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, y'all, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Hey, 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 girl, I wanna take you home with me.
And hey, 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 girl, show you good energy, yeah.
Hey, 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 girl, I wanna treat you right, you see, you see, you see.
Hey, 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 yeah, girl. So come wind back for me, I wanna see if we got good chemistry. And come wind up for me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still moving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still moving. I love how you dance and you have my attention. And dance for me, baby. Just keep it moving, cause we're still moving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention. And dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Keep it moving, we're still moving. Cause we're still moving. Step out, step out. Hey.
I understand. So what's up with you?
Girls. Sometimes about kind of resolve.
I think I can just, apologize and start fresh and clear the slate, and hopefully, that will work up for me.
Well, if it makes you happy, give it a try. She deserves it, right?
Hey, give you a call and see what work up, man.
Let me know how it goes.
For sure. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Hey baby, how you doing? Before you hang up, can you just listen for a while? I was stupid, I'll admit it. Should've never done anything to take away your smile. So I dropped my pride, all my cards are laid. I know I hurt you most definitely, and I'm trying to make it right. I wanna take away your pain. Said you need your space and you're trying to live, but I'm really hoping that you can forgive me. I'm wrong, I wrote this song, it's been too long. Forgive me, baby, baby, please. Put your request in and I'll be on it. We'll make sweet love all through the night. Oh, I didn't know you would pick up the phone, and now I'm wondering if you were alone, girl. If so, just let me know. I wanna plan a rendezvous. Please forgive me, don't turn away. I wanna try again starting today, honey. I'll fight, I'll treat you right. See me tonight, I'll fix this, baby. Baby, please, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong, girl. Don't you leave, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong. Don't you leave, no, no. I was wrong, I apologize. Oh, believe me, I do. I apologize. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I am. I'm sorry. I am. Baby, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I am. I'm sorry. I am. Baby, please, this is my apology. I was wrong. I was wrong, girl. Don't you leave. My apology. Oh, baby, please. Ooh, I was wrong. I apologize. This is my apology. I do. I apologize. I was wrong.
Hello.
Hey babe, what you doing?
Nothing.
Can you come over?
Yeah, not easy.
Anybody ever told ya what a woman really is? If you ever get the moment, show them how much they give. You're a shoulder I can cry on, arms I can embrace. Is to hear my deepest thoughts, protect her night and day. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You have birthed the nations, a nurturer you are. You bless us with your wisdom, and you tended every scar. You have found me broken, you have shown me light. You ignited all my passions, and loved me through the night. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
To be a woman is to be blessed with unparalleled intuition, to be powerful, power independent of place or position. To be a woman is to be a mother,
giving birth to sons and daughters, ideas, institutions, and business ventures. To be a woman is to be the current inspiration, the future aspiration of a young lady, of a little girl.
You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're a gem, a diamond flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're an African queen flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. So you are amazing. I try to describe you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. You are woman. You are. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. So you are woman. Hey. And when obstacles manifest as natural, you are born for this.
To be a woman is to be the heart of the system, to be the one who brings life into our world.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hail, people of all ages, welcome to another edition of the Senate Podcast. I'm your host, Neil. Derek, you there? I am not hearing or seeing Derek, but we are here, we are live. And while I've worked on Derek, just understand that you are watching the Senate Podcast. We here, we like. As you know the drill, like, comment, share, subscribe. Dislike, comment, share, subscribe, hit notification bell so that you can be a part of what we're trying to grow here. You know, we do content for you several days a week. Not only the Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 or 9 for now. We don't only do it on at this time, but we also do it. We also do shorts Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's a bit lighthearted, but we do talk the things. Derek, are you there, my brother?
Here.
Yes, Derek is here.
Here.
Yeah, not seeing you, but I know you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is everything? Talk to people.
Man, I can't show. Feeling good. Had a fairly decent day. So I have no complaints at all. Getting in here late, but no fault of my own.
Mm-hmm.
Had a call I had to answer. That call would not be denied. So
very well.
So, a few minutes late, get into the
there you are. I can see you now.
To the frame up, but I'm here, man. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, boy. You're here. That's most important. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see that you're good. You're great. I'm glad you're getting calls that you cannot miss. You know, so that means one or two things. I can only say the first one, which is money, and I'll leave the other one. Where the other one is
money. What's the money?
Oh well. Anyhow, yes, ladies and gentlemen. For me, my one part, I am chipping. Is all I can say. Is the project I'm working on, I got to be chipping.
Yeah.
I got to be singing it,
But
man.
that's all right, you know.
No, that's
That's
all right.
all
I
right,
mean,
you
it's not a complaint. It's not a complaint. We were supposed to be off tomorrow, but we are not. So that means our Senate short will be pushed back. I will be releasing that Senate short for you tomorrow night instead of tomorrow during the afternoon, midday afternoon. So just a heads up on that. Our Senate short tomorrow will be tomorrow night, simply because turnaround time and scheduling and everything. Anyhow, y'all don't come here to hear our problems. We come to talk about your problems. So before we got started, Derek, we would have listened to the beautiful sounds of G-Syndicate. You can let the people know who G-Syndicate is and where they can find you guys, your sweet sounding selves.
Yeah, man. You can find us, as always, gsyndicate6.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at G-Syndicate6. You can find us on Instagram at G-Syndicate6, but you got to spell out 6, S-A-X. And yeah, man, that's how you find us. We are a acapella group, vocal band out of the Caribbean. We produce the instruments: drum, bass, trumpet, trombone, harmonica, guitar. Those are just a couple of the instruments that we produce. Conga drums, you know what I mean? And we bring it all. Speaking of the devil, pair, bring it the drummer, man, Brett in the house.
Brett. New Papa Brett.
He is the man responsible for the rhythms in G Syndicate. So big up Brett, man. Very, very, very good at what he does, right?
Very, very.
Fool your foot, Brett bad. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we do. We got some stuff coming to you very, very soon. Again, we recorded our first virtual show the other night. Big respects to the Caribbean Market Center for allowing us to use the space, and to the Tricks Man for recording it and stuff like that. Ryan Linton, he was our engineer for the night. Our usual engineer had some issues, so he can do it. But big up to Ryan for stepping in and knocking it out, making it work. Murphy was out to all on Monday night. Murphy was out to all, but we pulled through. Big respects to the fellas: Kiamal Waden, Brett, Mark, Hugh. They really dug deeps, got in trenches, and we pulled it out. So big respects to the guys, man, for putting in our work. And we got the EP coming very, very soon to be in Barbados, we hope. And yeah, you cross your fingers on that. Hope soon to be in Barbados, and then you'll start hearing the music from that. We don't really want to start pushing that stuff out yet before we have it in hand. So when you want to buy it, I know people don't buy music these days, but if you want to buy it, should you want to be,
supportive of the arts?
Yeah, to supportive of the art and be in possession of G Syndicate music, we will have it here in hand for you. So yeah, man, that's G Syndicate in a nutshell. But man, I come in, but I ain't really big at the people. So let me bless the place early here. So
right.
Bless the place, man, and the usual. Yeah. Make sure we do things right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, you are watching the Senate podcast. We would like you guys on your way in to like, dislike. You can comment, that is fine. Don't just lurk in the shadows. But if you prefer to be a wallflower, that's fine. You could sit back there and watch and curse us under your breath if that is how you want to get down. I know some people don't necessarily have YouTube accounts, so subscription from them, they may only just want to watch, and that's fine. I see Brett here, G Syndicate 6 on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Yes, that's right. Big up Greg. I saw him, man, an old teammate of mine from Mayhill. He saw me today, stopped me today while he was working on the road, and he said he would tune in tonight. He heard through the grapevine or through the sharing of the video some of the stuff that we have done, and he said that he really wants you into the live. So Greg, I hope you're watching.
Good.
Or if you're watching it on the replay, I hope you would have watched. And I just want to say a shout out to you. It was good seeing my brother. Anyhow, yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Dislike, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We do content for you 5 days a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we do the Senate shorts. Those are a bit less serious and a bit lighthearted. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays at this time, normally we do it at 8, but because of certain scheduling, we decided to push back an hour because the show has to go on. It must. So
Anthony the host. Hail
Anthony here. So join us. Consider subscribing by the end of the show. If you think that we on to something, or even if you want crawl we next podcast, we here. That's what we split this space. We have no problem. Derek and I agree.
No problem.
We have the time, we have the space, we have the energy. So if you want to curse us, put it on your shoulders. I tell a woman that to herself. Don't blame me. If you bought hurting you, if you stop your toe, blame me. That's you ain't doing it different than what you're doing already in life. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, every Tuesday and Thursday before we go live, Derek usually posts something on our social media pages, particularly Facebook. You can check us out. Give us a like and a follow on Facebook, the Senate Podcast. And Derek did that today. Now, Derek has this thing for movies. He likes the titles, give the overarching title of the show to previous movies, and I think this one is I love it. So we have The Bodyguard tonight, and the question is, are strong, independent, modern women deserving of protection and provision by today's men in society? Now, Derek, I think we are on a roll in terms, others may disagree, but I think that we're on a roll talking these things. I love Tuesday's episode where we talked about From Russia with Love. You can go and watch that. But tonight, Derek, I am going to hand it over to you. Let us get into it.
Yeah, man. I figured that this would be a fairly nice continuation from Tuesday's show, as you say, From Russia with Love. I'm a Bond fan.
Well, as am I.
For sure.
As am I, yeah.
Yeah. So I felt that was the most appropriate title. And then we like to go from the macro to the micro here on this show. So I figured, we bring it home a little bit more. Bring it home. And we talk in terms of the micro now, right? So tonight is The Bodyguard. Everybody know about Whitney and Kevin Costner back in the day. Everybody, and I will always love you. Ooh. Yeah, everybody know that movie. Right? So many times we have instances of violence against women, both here in Barbados and abroad. And when we hear of these instances, very often we hear the question asked after the fact, why didn't anybody help her? Right? Some people go even further to ask what they really mean to ask. And ask the question, why none of those able-bodied men help she? Well, why didn't any of those able-bodied men help that damsel in distress, that babe in the woods? Well, tonight, I like to be the bearer of tidings of great sorrow. And tonight I am the bearer of tidings of great sorrow. The reality is, folks, that times are changing. So here's a dose of reality. Men will no longer help women just because they are women. Let me repeat myself, because sometimes we say things and people just want to be, he just said that. So I don't want you to rewind your YouTube. So let me repeat myself. I don't want you to rewind live, right? Stay with it. Men will no longer help women just because they are women. Got some rain by YouTube, my brother, or does you fine?
You hear me fine? All right, let me deal with that in the background. You go ahead.
Yeah. Just being a woman is no longer good enough. Oh my God. Yeah, Aston A. Crank too.
Real talk. I said what I said.
Just being a woman is no longer good enough.
Yeah, that's rain.
Women.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a ruffle here, B.
For real.
Women know how to earn what they get from men. And before you get too excited, ladies, and start, because they sent out the link and one lady message back. She didn't even listen yet. She messaged back. I said, of course they do. They're entitled to the protection and all that, right? But here's the thing, ladies. You've been screaming it for years now, for ages, right? You want to be left alone. Men are embarrassing. You know the famous ones. You can do bad all by yourself. You don't need a man. I mean, after all, we done with Patrick Archer, good old patriarchy, and it's all about equality now, right? Sometimes, though, sometimes situations like the current situation in Ukraine come along, and then you gotta stand by your word. Yeah? And it's not necessarily the easiest thing to stand by your word when you might, yeah, let me see how it is. The Undertaker will put it. Your mouth writes a check that your ass can't cash. Right? Whether we want to admit it or not, men protect and provide, right? It's just saying something there, Neil, by the way. We're talking about the situation about standing by your word and you don't need a man and all that. Let me put that on screen here now, Neil. I was going to wait till later, but let's put it on screen now. Yeah, because sometimes you don't need a man until you need one, you know what I mean?
We get it. I can get it there for you. Just give me a second.
So what has happened is, because of the uprising,
when you ready?
Russia and the Ukraine, some Russian OnlyFans models know their accounts have been frozen and stuff like that. And this is the current situation for them. Do you give me per screen?
Yeah.
Screen.
Just read it.
They can't pay rent. Russian OnlyFans models lose payments amid sanctions and the invasion.
Run me a river.
Pretty much. We can get to that in a minute. So whether we want to admit it or not, men protect and provide, right? Well, at least we're supposed to. But protection and provision are for women worthy of them. Yeah.
Oh my God!
And those are not privileges extended to any and every woman. At least they shouldn't be, right? Because I know the women got the knickers in the knot, saying, "Oh, you can just use this thing next thing turn." Yeah, you know the quick cost me, Neil.
Of course.
That I deliver my these very acerbic comments. I don't really care.
Harsh, you rough, B.
Yeah, you harsh, rough, B. For real. Yeah. But here's the reality, right? Here's the reality, folks. Is any and every man entitled to a woman's affection, care, and body just because they're men?
Nope.
They think not. In 2022, certainly not. As a matter of fact, we can go back to the 80s and 90s, and that still would not apply. So, men, if you are under the sound of my voice and you find yourself providing and protecting for every woman you meet, stop that. Yeah, stop that. Let that dead off.
As young people say, dead that.
And direct your resources to those deserving of them. Let me say that again. Direct your resources to those deserving of them. Ladies and gents, you are watching the Senate podcast on YouTube. As you come in, hit the like button. Yeah. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I see my girl Andrea in the house. Andrea, it is good to see you. This message is for you tonight. Because I know you've got to talk with me. So this message for you tonight. Right? Like, share, comment, subscribe. We have 301 subscribers, folks.
Thank you so very much.
I'm grateful for that, right?
Another milestone.
Yeah, for sure. Toxic masculinity is not a blanket statement which covers everything and has effectively neutered and silenced men. So now we can't really talk about what we as men like, prefer, and want.
You already labeled.
True, you know it is. Unfortunately, ladies, this now makes it even more difficult for those of you interested in having a healthy relationship with a man to get insight as to what the men you want, think, like, prefer, and want, and to be able to make a meaningful connection with those men. Fortunately for you guys, the Senate is here to help you out. Yeah? We got your back. Neil and I got your back, right? Follow us. You ain't gonna go wrong. Just to say that, right? Now, here's the reality, though. Why do we get serious for a minute? Here's the reality. Women want what they want right now. And more importantly, they want to do what they want. They do not want to be under the coverage of any man, and certainly not under the expectations of any man.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know this? Well, look at the different attitudes that they take, the different stances they take, right? Submission makes them break out in hives, and their femininity is conditional. Men must accept anything women present to them, take them as they are, flaws and all, while they expect only the best from men. You don't believe me? Check this video that I found on the gram a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, whenever it was. All right. And it's amazingly sad, or sadly hilarious, depending on who you are. Sadly hilarious to me. How many women have the mindset of the lady that we are going to watch now? Right? This lady, she was on vacation in Tahiti. So let's have a watch of this video. Just let me know where we going, right, Neil?
Yes, sir. Just I got it here. Just trying to scale it up properly. All right, we're ready to go.
All right, let's rock.
I know, I hate that I have to say it too, but being plus size is one of those things that keeps people from living their lives.
It's always, I'll dress cute when I lose this weight, or I'll go to the beach and put on the bikini when I get to my goal size. Always worrying about what other people think, and life is just passing you by. But let me ask you a question I had to ask myself when I was in the midst of starving myself to fit into a standard I no longer believe in. Do you really dislike yourself, your shape, your curves, and the way your body looks, or do you just not like society's reaction to it and other people's views? When I really thought about it deeply, I realized that I love myself. I love the way I look, I love the way I feel, and I don't want to look like everyone else's ideal, like the girls on Instagram, you know. I want to look like my mother and my grandmother, my ancestors, thick, strong, beautiful women. I don't care about anybody's opinion. My life and the way I live out loud is an ode to that.
Ah, boy. This is gonna be one of them. This is gonna be one of them short. One of these episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Senate podcast. It's Derek. Steps away from the camera. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Just like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell on your way in, and you know, well, sorry, hit the subscription button on the way in. Long day, sorry, long week, but yes, we are here and we are at it, my brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes. No. Let me tell you guys, ladies and gents, why her attitude is so dangerous. And gents, you would do well to stay far, far away, far, far away.
Big trap.
From
big
women
trap.
like this, right? Mm-hmm. This woman is telling you that her spirit is broken and she has given up. She can no longer be bothered to expend the energy required, the energy necessary to compete in the dating market. Now, don't get me wrong. Men are not saying don't love yourself. Certainly not. Men are not saying that you got to be a size 4. Certainly not. As a matter of fact, most black men tend to love a bit more thickification and swellery. But a woman like this needs to be left alone because she has given up. And there will be no benefit. Yeah, he said it.
Real talk. I said what I said.
No benefit to being involved with her, gents. She is saying to you that she ain't planned to change. And you will have to accept whatever she gives you in a relationship. And there are women like this right here in the People's Republic of Barbados. More than we want to admit. Right? Now, I know the lady is going to come for me. Well, hey, why should she have to change? God Cause be ready for them. He will die. Yeah. Why should she have to change to accommodate a man? She shouldn't. And she doesn't have to. Not at all. She should be making the change for herself. As a matter of fact, though, to borrow from my man Stephen Wu, if the weights are sweet, put on more. Do you, boo? But understand, when you've crossed the threshold, when men no longer find you attractive, that is on you. Nobody else. Nobody.
The human jukebox, man.
Yeah. So, ladies, if you've ever found, and let me before you go on, ladies, you want men to change too, right? So, if you've ever found yourself saying similar things to the lady we just watched, it's time to stop and course correct, right? Stop and course correct, especially if you don't want to be,
All alone by her alone so south.
Because consider, if a man ever dared to say, belly short, fat, and black, but it good with that. Any woman that want me got to take me as I am, or as I is, some people say. He will be laughed at, ignored, and left on the shelves of the dating market. Because everybody wants the best for themselves, right? Everybody wants the best for themselves.
Do they though?
So they should. We hope they. Well, they at least say they do, right? They at least say they do. So the same way that this man will be ignored and left on the shelves in the dating market, ladies, that could be you too if you decide that you want to follow that young lady's approach, right? And please note she's vacationing in Tahiti, right? Nails dead and everything. She balling out of control. She could have redirected some of them funds elsewhere to some personal development. Let me put it that way. That's as delicately as I can put that. Right? Gentlemen, if you find yourself pursuing or in a relationship with a woman who tells you anything closely related to what you just watched, you need to get out. No. Familiarity breeds contempt.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't get any better the longer you stay. As a matter of fact, it will only get worse. Right? The way you start out in a relationship is get scrambled eggs. And afterwards, it's going to scramble for your eggs.
I literally heard that on set 2 days ago, B. And we were not even talking anything to do with the man woman thing, or it literally, we were talking something completely different. Man, so we get married, or sorry, we live with somebody, that's what he said. That was hilarious to me. Anyway, sorry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can only get worse. And why do I say that? Let's check another video that I got on the gram. I got this one only today, and I had a laugh at it because it's intended to be humorous. And I laughed at it. And then because I am who I am, after I laughed, I dissected it. So we look at that, right, Neil? Yeah, you got it there for me?
Yeah, you did. I can just play it now. Time, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, man. Go ahead. Let me run the track. You know what I mean? Let me run the track. Fuck.
Get that leg in the air, man. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. But there it catches up.
Yeah, folks. Right.
You know what time it is.
Yeah, you had a good laugh at that. That was funny-ish to me. Until I decided to
I love it.
Break it down a little bit more, you know? So since I broke it down for myself, let me break it down for y'all. What can we learn from the skit just now? I said it on Tuesday and I'll say it again. The burden of performance. Right?
It's on you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I always talk in this space about the social contract between men and women. Right? At its most basic, men protect and provide, and women nurture. Right? Now what did we just see? We saw a guy in the house, you know, doing the chores, cleaning and stuff like that. And when I first watched it, I was hoping she would have done something like go outside and mow the lawn or, you know, something that you would think would be the normal man task, right? But nope. She is stretching for acrobatic sex. Sex. Sex that's supposed to be a part of any normal functioning relationship. So let me ask you a question, folks. Man, if you agree, no matter if anybody agree, put some ones in the chat. If you disagree, put some threes in the chat, right? Let me ask you a question. Does sex become a chore for women in a relationship? No, no, I don't want the Jeopardy. Give me the X Files. Does sex become a chore for women in a relationship? If you think it is, it becomes a chore, put some ones. Think not, put some threes. Is the next part or no? That's the easy part. You know, it's get questions in part. So in school, get the easy part first, yes or no part, list part, and then you got explain. So this is the explain part. So this is the part you want to know. If it does become a chore, ladies or gentlemen, why do you then want and push for monogamy? Because we all know most women don't want to share a man, so why aren't you cool with your man seeking what he wants, sex, elsewhere? Because you getting what you want. That girlfriend in the video just know she was getting what she wanted. Chores and everything done. But he had to do all that. He had to do her part to get his part. So yeah. We can talk about it one of these days, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Women get what they want in relationships and the goalposts always move. So Neil, if you got that goalpost moving every day,
wait, hold on. You keep talking, man. I can bring it into the program here now.
There is always something else to be done. Another hurdle to jump. Another dragon to slay. Another ocean to swim. Some turtles to jump. A tunnel to go down. A pike to go down. You know what I mean? And at the end of it, what? At the end of it, what do you get? Sex. And they aren't even guaranteed. Women want us as men to accept and respect them as they are, based on role models such as Cardi B, Lizzo, and Meg Thee Stallion. And don't tell me that them are your role models, because we've had people come in our very own chat and say, well, hey, these are the women that, you know, they look up to. Lizzo said that Cardi B's done it right by drugging and robbing men, I suppose. But hey, done it right. These women purport themselves in the worst way possible and encourage other women who aren't as affluent as they are to behave similarly. And men who don't accept their behavior are seen as sexist, misogynist, and chauvinist, and any other is that we could find. The problem with this, though, is that those women have enough money to be, you know, get my girl Keisha here.
All alone by her lonesome self.
Yeah. So if necessary, they could do some. They will always have people around them, right?
I got the goalpost moving.
The goalpost, yeah. Bigger anthem for that graphic.
I love it.
The ladies under the sound of my voice, not so much. You don't got that kind of money. So it becomes important for you to seek companionship going forward into middle age and retirement. Some of you are already at middle age, right? Unless you plan to live to 100, right? So make it work with somebody, or to support the RSPCA, get some cats and dogs. I mean, you ain't gonna be seeing them at 2:37 in the morning, but company nonetheless, right? Here's the thing, folks. relationships are reflective. Right? Relationships are reflective. Men want women who carry themselves with decency and respect. Why? She is a reflection of him as a man. The same way he, as a man, is a reflection of her as a woman. If you, as a woman, can't carry yourself with decency and respect, it'll be very difficult for you to secure the man you want to protect and provide for you. Men won't protect who and what they don't respect, who won't respect them, and who won't respect themselves. Well, at least they shouldn't. Over to you, my brother.
Ah, boy, let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, you are watching the Senate podcast. Consider subscribing as the show continues. And, you know, you can like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Get dislike, you can comment. Once you share the content, that's all we really want to get the conversation going, you know. We understand a lot of people watch and don't comment. That's fine. Right now, we are at 18 people watching. And only 9 likes. That mathematics does not add up. So please give us a like or a dislike if you think that what is being said here is either sense or nonsense. So here's
see, Andrea saying that give it some bad advice, so she could tell me what it is. I would love to know what's that bad advice.
Because I haven't forgotten the bad advice. Okay, so first things first, we play the video of the woman that says, love herself, you know, love yourself, do not ascribe to any beauty standard or anything like that. You know, she accepted herself, curves and everything like that, and she decided to travel and take care of herself instead of meeting a beauty standard in the hopes and dreams of getting a man. Right? So essentially she's and I think you said something along the lines of she's given up on the competitive market, and then you were telling women essentially if you want to get a man, I literally can paraphrase here. If you want to get a man, you gotta be competitive and lose weight, right? No. Andrea, this is why this is an important talking point, right? Because this is something that data cannot necessarily be compiled on other than polls, other than talking to people, stuff like that. We don't have any data that says that there is there's no pie chart or anything that says that, you know, your attitude will determine your success in getting a man or a woman, or, you know, your size is gonna make your relationship last longer. It is very hard to get that data, right? The only way to get that data is through polling, through conversation, through conversation. And I can promise you, Andrea, that I'm not saying that the disconnect is women's fault only. We men, it is well documented that we men have a lot of work to do in our community, particularly black men. And we tell men all the time to be the best version of you for you. And I think by and large, men are improving themselves. It may not look like that to you as women, but men are improving themselves. Even the men that don't necessarily have the resources or the wherewithal to be educated, make millions of dollars in their lifetime, etc. Right? The average man, by and large, is trying to do better for himself and be better. Right? Even if it is something as simple as acknowledging the stresses in his life and move to suit and to find healthier ways to deal with life. Neither here nor there, but the females, the women, the woman them, right? Y'all are left unchecked. You see, we live in a society now where, as Derek started his monologue by saying, there is a phrase, there is language to denounce anything said by a man, or anyone for that matter, in critique of a woman. If you tell a woman to lose weight, you're fat shaming. If you tell a woman to check your attitude, we got the male gaze. We being misogynistic. We have antiquated ways of thinking of things. No, we can't talk on women at all. Not without any backlash. See, we could tell men whatever they want. Whatever we feel like telling. We can say, Derek, boy, you bald then, boy. You better get some hair plugs. You got some grays, boy. You gain fat as ever. I have put on a lot of weight since COVID has started. Those of you that know me, I was usually a very slender man. I now a bit softer around the middle. Don't worry, people, I can get back right. But you know what? Especially these last couple of weeks on the project that I'm working on, they feed you very well. Regardless, I have been told over the last few weeks that I get fat. Shoot, my mother dropped a comment there, so I know it's all in jest and everything like that. But you know, when my mother said it, I was like, you can't imagine telling a woman that. Right? Like, I can't imagine telling a woman, yeah, you sure you want to be eating bread? Cause you know what the fat people. I didn't take it serious or anything like that. But there are things that are being said now to men, particularly myself. Things have been said to myself, like today. Today is a perfect example. Today I was on set, and I hope she watches this. We were on set, and you know, we were moving set, and I said, you know what? A friend of mine that I was going with, she was like, yeah, you know, this little bakery up in Spice because we were in 6 months. Yeah, we pass through the bakery and get this nice little turnover. It's no problem. I asked the table. We were at a table. I was with my boy Ramat, shout out Ramat Jean-Pierre. I was with some other people, some other women. I said, anybody else want anything? And you know, this lady was telling me, you know, she likes horseshoes. So I said, okay, I'll buy you a horseshoe. You want a pineapple horseshoe? She quite literally shouted at me and said, wait, you's an idiot? Nah, I want strawberry. Bear in mind, I met this woman 2 weeks ago. No. I paused. First things first, I was like, yo, what? Nah, you explain to me. You I say, you know that I buy you saying though? And then she called herself and everything like that. And then I said, but can you imagine if I had told you that? Can you imagine if I had said that to any woman? And this is the problem, Andrea. The problem here is that women are left unchecked. And when you have women not only being left unchecked, but also their attitudes towards health, towards looking at feeling good, when those things too are left unchecked and they still feel like they deserve the man that they want and deserve, and when they don't get it, they can then go with the misogyny and antiquated thought process and the other ists, anogenies, and all the other terms that they have for just simply speaking your opinion. That is a problem. You see, I guarantee you that woman, there's only so many vacations you can go up on by yourself. There's only so many times you can carry yourself up on dates and dinners and movies. At some point, as there is always said, 237 gonna roll around. And in Barbados, warm, sunny, balmy Barbados, it's cold here late. So wherever she from, I guarantee you ain't as warm as where he is. At 237, they say everybody's same when that time comes. Right? Shoot, don't even let us get into the physical intimacy of things. You will want protection. You will want provision. Shoot, modern women today are tired of having to do everything themselves, having to make all of the decisions for themselves and their household, having to take care of the minutiae, the big things, the small things within their environs. Right? I'm tired. And I ain't saying this because I got a mouth. I'm saying this because women just tell me these things. I am tired. I'm tired of having to get the grass cut. I'm tired of washing my car. I'm tired of having to feed the dogs. I am tired. Shoot, I'm tired coming home alone. I'm not having somebody to say, how was your day, babe? You understand? So when that woman comes back, Andrea, and she says something like, why can't she find a good man? And where have all the good men gone? And yet still, because she doesn't feel a need to compete, she's going to... Andrea, I don't know if you're new to this space. We always say this all the time, right? Men compete. We are born into competition. Yeah? When we are born, we don't have pretty privilege of any sort, of any kind. It is understood that we may have to get it out of the mud. Society holds us to this standard. Yeah? The same way women have beauty standards, men have beauty standards too. You see, they don't talk about this, you know. Y'all just look at the Victoria's Secret models and the women on the cover of GQ and Vogue. But look at The Rock. Look at Will Smith. Look at... Shoot, Denzel was in the Equalizer the other day at 60 and was in shape. You understand? Men that are paid millions of dollars to pretend to be something masculine and have the financial resources to work out to be in that shape. The average man has to be on that level and be at that standard. I know women that literally every day just post good looking fit men. every day and swoon over them and tag the friends in it.
Mm-hmm.
But yet still, it would be made to seem that only we men force women to have unrealistic beauty standard. When by and large, your women want men that are 6 feet tall, with 6 abs, and at least 6 inches of lumber. Right? Pretty eyes. Must be bald head. Can't got no grays. All sorts of lists when I got. Right? But us telling a woman that if she wants to be competitive in the dating market, she simply has to take care of her weight is something that is seen as bad advice. Can you tell a man to get taller? Can you tell a man to improve his penis size? Can you tell a man to change his eye color? I get it. And Derek and I have gotten it for a little while now, right? Victimhood is currency. And everybody like to be a good victim, right? When you say, you know what? I love my flaws and all. I have my weight issues. I am the prize still. That does not make me any less than the prize. Let's take the flip side of this, Andrea. That same man is on vacation. The same woman is a man. He's on vacation, taking himself wherever he is, and he is rotund. He is Danny DeVito. Do you know who's Danny DeVito? Look up Danny DeVito. He is Jonah Hill before he lost the weight. He is short, he is balding, and he is fat. Love yourself, flaws and all, and everything like that. Yes, it sounds good. It is inspiring. It is empowering. But then when he is still all alone by his lonesome self, because let's be honest, men that look like that, men like that ain't getting through with any woman that is on their want list or deserving list, unless you got money. You understand? So the reason why this is critical, right? And we really do. You see, and we got to compartmentalize things. This is what we men do. We compartmentalize. See, there's nothing wrong in saying love yourself. You should love yourself, flaws and all. You love yourself bony till you put on weight. You love yourself fat until you lose weight. You love yourself and you do things for yourself. Shoot, loving yourself is going to the gym and working out. Because you know, health-wise and physically, you want to be at your best. Is being obese at your best? Is not taking care of your health not in your best interest? Is not taking care of your looks being in your best interest? And I get you want to look in the mirror and see your curves and say, I love myself, flaws and all. But imagine how you would feel when you look inside there and you could put your body next to Halle Berry. You could put your body next to women that look real good. I mean, it's all good until, you know, it is all good because watch it. If there was a pill that made everybody in shape, you just take it twice a day for a month, everybody would be fit. Let's not fool our foot here. She would not be talking about flaws and all. If there was an affordable pill that had no side effects and you can take that twice a day for a month, there will be very little obese people, particularly in the Western world. If I talking shite, put 3s in the chat. If I talking sense, put 1s in the chat. If you strongly disagree, you could put 2s. Regardless, this is how we see it. So back to the original point that Derek is making. The title of tonight, The Bodyguard. No, you do not deserve protecting and provision just because you can show up and be a woman. Yeah? You don't just show up, look at me, here I am, provide for me, protect me. It does not work like that. Because it's effort. You see, we men have to put in effort to provide and protect. Yeah? To defend and enforce. We have to put in effort. Now, the effort may not look like how you want it to look, but we do it none the same. And while I know a lot of people like to point to the horny man and the abusive man, what was the man name? Mister, that was the color purple?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. When you got the Mister and the Ike Turners and you got the horny man, you know, this point that even Halle Berry get horned by Eric Benet. I know, I understand low hanging fruit, right? I understand. Everybody knows somebody get horned. Everybody knows somebody get, bad things happen to them. That's not a standard. See, they got men out here that are providing and protecting and defending and enforcing and are willing to put their lives on the line should somebody violate themselves or their partner. But yet you want to do something begrudgingly because you're the praise. Why should I go cook and clean for a man? Why should I go nurture a man, speak life into a man? Why I got to get the grass cut? Why I got to wash the car? Why? You understand? So quite literally, women grumble and complain. Well, don't let me say women, because that clearly indicates all apparently. Let me say some women like to complain, snarl, say backhanded compliments and comments, even when the man decides to nurture and do things that are not necessarily in his masculine frame. Yeah. There's a problem, ladies and gentlemen, in this dating market. And part of that problem is the attitude of some women out there. I'm not saying it is the only problem. I am saying that that's part of the problem. And what we want people to understand is that if a woman is not willing to hold up her end of the bargain in terms of the man-woman dynamic, then man, you have no reason to hold up your end of the bargain. In fact, instead of doing something like horning, like physical abuse, so leave the relationship. If you know that you're in a relationship where there's no rancor, there's no issue, you doing what you gotta do. As a man, when you agree to do this and you gotta pay certain bills, you paying certain bills. You know full well it is understood. And some boy breaking your house, you is to answer that call. And I know it don't happen often. See, those things don't happen nightly or daily. So that means something that you could point to, oh, well, at least I defend the house. No. That ain't saying that can happen regular. But women take that for granted. See, because if a man's breaking the house every night and every night man go get up and rest hands for somebody and protect your house, then it'll be different. But that don't happen often. But it's understood though. So all we asking, well, shoot, I think the soul and heart of this title, this topic is, man, you gotta be more discernible. You gotta kind of look at things and know that way. If you're a man that are willing to do the best for you and you're willing to do the best for your partner, trust and believe the woman has to hold up her end of the bargain, whatever that bargain is. You understand? We understand it looks very different from relationship to relationship, but by and large, if you are holding up your end of the masculine of the masculine end of the relationship by providing certain things, whether actively or passively, you should know that they have to do it as well. This is called accountability. And it ain't a do for do, it ain't but a relationship is do for do. A relationship is yin and yang. So don't come with the so because he just do this, I got to do that. Like in the little skit. Yeah, because he said he can clean, I know God, he's sex. And I still said it very well. She did it begrudgingly, meaning that, you know, it's a chore. You don't like cleaning the house. Who like cleaning the house? Very few people genuinely like picking down the house and cleaning it up, putting it back up. But it has to be done. Is that what sex is, women?
Apparently, because sex is, you know, value loaded as opposed to value equal exchange. Apparently, only men get pleasure from sex. So when she saw him, you know, you know, it was a skit for comedic effect. I get it. I understand that. Having said that, there are a lot of men who experience that daily. And they don't even get the begrudging sex. They don't get the sex at all. So that is why it is necessary to address stuff like this and to highlight these things, because people would like us to believe that these things don't happen when it is very much standard. It's just that men don't say anything. Men haven't spoken. Men don't say anything. Men don't complain. Men just head down and do what
we got shit to do.
Right? You see Lee saying the presence of a man is a deterrent. Yeah. They had a man in the US. No joke. He followed the woman home and walked straight into her house. She opened the door to go in. He walking right behind she. He don't live there, but he just walk in. But guess what? He did not count on her having somebody else in the house. So when he walked in the house and behind her, and her partner was in there like, wait, who's this strange man? And she looked back like, wait. So the man was there. He had a partner. He told her fleet in some licks and chase you out the house.
Mm-hmm.
How does that situation play out if the two of them are not there and it's just a woman walking in the house by herself?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So not only is the man is most definitely a deterrent, right? Most definitely a deterrent. But if a woman is like, yeah, should imagine if that man didn't care about that woman.
Anything number okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So our relationships, it's the church and the whole saying, marriages are transactional rather than actual relationships. But at the end of the day, what's the transaction? What's the deal? There's gotta be a deal. And I keep saying that, I say that every night. Men want a good deal. As opposed to this one-way traffic that they've been getting for years. Right? Men want a good deal now. So when you come to me, and I don't want to use the phrase, so I'm not going to use it, but if you decide that you want to be involved with me, let me put it that way. You want to be involved with me, and there's mutual attraction. All right, cool, we working it. How does me being with you, what is the benefit of me being involved with you? What's the benefit? And a lot more men need to start asking themselves that. Because the reality is, women, they want the men that below them. That's a fact. So men always dating down. Study that, man. Men always dating down.
Or rather, they date down more than women date down.
But yeah, let me.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
You can't say all.
No, you can't say all.
Very, very often, very often. Let me retract that. Very often, men find themselves dating down. Why? Because they think that their job is to protect and provide. So when they go, we had a contributor to our show a couple months ago, and he was in a relationship with a woman. He came on. He was very entertaining when he was on the show, and he spoke about his interactions with the mother of his child. But he and said woman had an interaction a couple days ago, which left him in surgery yesterday or the day before, right? And it made me wonder, after hearing bits and pieces of the situation and some of the backstory and stuff like that, it made me say to myself, why was he in this situation with this particular lady? You know what I mean? Direct your provision to somebody deserving of it. Somebody deserving of it. The problem here, right, Neil, is that people don't think that men should want anything good for themselves. Men should just, because the thing is, we're supposed to protect and provide. So whatever you give me, protect it. Are you supposed to protect whatever you bring?
And we don't fuss up.
I provide for it, and we don't fuss up. You don't fuss up, right? So it's a case of, all right. And never forget, I had an uncle. I think my dad may be watching the show, so he could, if he could change me, drop a one. That's if you're watching the show, drop one if you agree with me.
Showed up, pops.
I have an uncle. I put a lady through school, and as soon as she got her papers, she was gone like NSYNC. Gone, you're gone, gone. Justin Timberlake, and she out. You know what I mean? Because suddenly, he wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? But he provided for her. So don't get me wrong, folks. I'm not saying. My boy Chris and I had this discussion earlier this evening. I'm not saying we're not saying at all. Do not provide for your woman. We're not saying that. We're not saying don't protect your woman. We're not saying that either. But if you find that this is a one-way traffic relationship, sometimes you gotta cut bait. Let it go. Just saying, that's all it is. Men want a good deal. And I don't. Women want the best deal they can get without providing the best deal they can provide.
No, I want to talk about something here, right? Because this is important. This is within the context of what we are talking about, especially when it comes to holding women accountable. Now, I know when we or any man or any group speak critically of a woman, right? Whether it be her weight, her education, her status, her lifestyle, it seems very judgmental. Therefore, it seems very wrong, misogynistic, sexist, etc. But some women that defend these women that are plus size, fat, uneducated, that have a promiscuous lifestyle, these women are the exact opposite of that. These women take care of themselves and make good decisions, and yet come to the defense of women that are making completely opposite life choices to what they are doing. They are in a good situation, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a job, whether it be whatever. But Lizzo is a perfect example, right? So many women come to defense of Lizzo. Yes, don't wear the clothes, sweetheart, post, whatever, shoot, Captain America and want you, that's bad junk. She can't say he. You know what I mean? When you look at these women, they're happily married. These women are slim, trim, and always in the gym. Eat right, move right, sleep right, don't make a bad decision in life, and are happy.
And they walking about with an asshole at a Lakers game.
But yet Lizzo is sliding in people's DMs crying and saying how, she has body positivity issues, and she's saying all of these things. And who comes to the defense of her? Not women that go through the same struggles. Yes, they come, but women that literally have made best decisions in life. Lizzo posted some time ago where she was eating, I can't remember, but it was some very, very high in fat, high in calorie meal. I can't remember, it was a pulled pork, something. And she even made a reference to it in the post saying, yeah, fat girl, whatever, something, whatever, right? And a lot of women chimed in and said, yes, girlfriend, thumbs up, like it, do you. I mean, you clipping them profiles, he sent you them in a bikini in every pic. And look, slim, trim and all, right? Showing them in a gym working out. And I am saying, I am not going to see a man, right, that is, look at the men that I just follow, like men that I don't know, superstars, celebrities, whomever. Look at the men I just follow. Those men are fit. Those men are people I want to be like. When I like those pictures, when I see Derek do things, Ramel Hall, he came on our show a couple of times, a good friend of the show. When he's working out, he lost weight, he inspires me to be a better version of me. What does Lizzo inspire you to do? What does Lizzo inspire you to be? Especially when you are slim, you are trim, you have a relationship and a man that you cater to and that you are submissive to. You ain't in the body damn sliding, hollering, saying, yeah, so when you give me some of that, you don't act lewd, crude, or anything like that. But yet still, when anybody speaks out against someone like Lizzo, you come to the defense. So then, I guess Derek does like you defending Divine Man. As ludicrous as people seem to think it is, I guess it's like you defending Divine Man. Right? Stop empowering and stop empowering and encouraging negative behavior. You understand what I'm saying? Stop encouraging negative behavior. It sounds good in theory. You can get likes and followers for it. People can big you up and give you a head nod in the street as, yeah, she walk. But what you really doing? What you really doing? Like it what's the word? Befuddles? It befuddles me. Yeah. How people feel that this is something that needs to be done. Empowering negative behavior. And negative
that's a one-way thing too, Neil. That's a one-way thing too, because again, if a man says, you know what, I sure I find they good with that. They Brett and they good with that. Nobody ain't saying, yeah, you go, boy.
Yeah, do you?
Now the ladies ain't coming out and saying, yeah, you do, you boo.
Then
yes, ain't all that.
Then a hashtag fuckboy summer.
They ain't.
Fuckboy summer, they ain't nothing so.
As a matter of fact, right, Neil, there was a thing I saw going around. I think it was Spiritual Word. You know, they have some very interesting stuff where the women were complaining. Oh, look them here, man. Look them here. You know, it be in these streets. Coming at you, my brother.
Yeah, send on.
Coming at you because I really don't want people to think that I made this stuff up, right? Really don't want people to think that I do. But yeah, this is Spiritual Word. They put out all this stuff. And that's the next thing for us. Be really careful who you follow on these social media platforms for some of the things that they propagate because you can butt some dog. Right?
Some trait. But shoot,
Yeah,
they probably think
dog.
they might think we's dog. No, we's trait.
They good. But I know we don't analyze when we come here for Tuesday and Thursday.
We don't dipsy doodle. When you ready?
And most of the men that we shoot, look at the men in the chat, letting you know straight that we internalize. So yeah, man, this is the worst thing about this is that this is from a dude, right? PSA ladies, if your man weighs under 200 pounds, he can't even protect you.
I mean,
oh my God. What are you supposed to say that?
Well, it depends, Derek. It depends. You know, a short man, a man of an average height of 5'7", he's over 200 pounds. That is an obese man. His BMI is up. I had to. But you know, it is very, very interesting to me how, and we talk about it all the time, there's a double standard. We understand there's a double standard as a society. And the truth of the matter is, if we really can talk the things, we understand the double standard will exist, whether it be for men or women. We understand. What we do not like or appreciate is the fact that the double standard exists and you all could use it and milk it to your agenda or whatever. And then when we do the same in the double standard, you're all ready to call me all the is and e's and all sorts of things. For example, body positivity, right? When a man fat, he fat. Then a plus size man, but that almost sound like it makes sense. They got big and they got tall, but you can't call a woman big. There's a store called Big and Tall.
Yeah, there is.
And some people got a problem with the big and beautiful competition. I digress. Y'all want to come and say that men are fat, they're balling, they're ugly. You can't, and y'all don't pull punches, you know. You literally will tell a man to his face, you can't control me.
Yep. We
cannot do that. But yet still, when we come with when we come and say something, well, like, okay, we tailor the language and we've catered the languages, that plus size woman needs to lose weight. Oh, but shoot. You know, just like Derek, not like Derek, but every now and then it's passed through alley the social media streets, right? One, not really a back alley, a side street. There was a woman literally saying that people that go into the gym and encourage people to work out, that is fat phobia. That's being fat phobic. So Derek, you come in here and saying that you went to the gym 6 days a week and you would encourage anyone to get up there and be active and work out, is being fat phobic.
Well, all right.
I just do not understand how if the double standard exists, fine. But yo, don't weaponize these things. Don't on one hand tell me, oh, you can't say that, oh, you can't do that. How dare you talk about a woman like that? But anything goes when it comes to a man. When he stands up and defends himself, it's like, wait, boy. You very soft. You taking very offense. I was joking. You just try to walk it back and everything get in your head. Cause men don't got the time. Men don't got the emotional energy for it. But we are here to tell you, right, that us and a small subsection of these communities, we don't have the time, but we making the time. Right? Because it don't make sense. If you don't want to call nobody fat, you don't want to be called fat, don't call nobody fat. If you want to wipe the word fat out of the dictionary, don't let it just be out of the dictionary for women. You understand? Don't let me hear none of one to talk about how I'm fat. The same way you ought to say, right? Or a fat woman a plus size woman should got the same chance as a slim trim woman when it comes to men. But then shoot, I want to see more short fat men get through. Yeah, I want to see these men getting through. I want to see these men getting through with some A-class women. The same way Lizzo could shoot, she shot at Chris Evans, Captain America. He got Taylor and Temper. He responds before he get canceled and he can't be in another Avengers ever again. And Marvel and Disney don't play with it. Disney will cancel you fast, right? And your contract fast. Look at Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And he was in the right. Point is, the same way Chris Evans has to tailor and temper what he says and how he moves. Shoot, if he did not respond, that is akin to being fatphobic. You understand? So he had to respond, but he had to temper his response and play off as a joke. I want to see more of that when it comes to the women. When there's one put screenshots and talk about how, oh, this man feel he could talk to me. This big fat man, look at the lip, fat lip, look at the lip. They washy man come and talk to me. Why he think he could come and talk to me and step to this queen? No. If Chris Evans got to tailor and temper what he says and what he does, women should have to do it too. But I want equality, right?
So we say.
That's all they're saying. Temper your responses. I dipsy doodling, they going all over the world. But by and large, man, you know who you are as a man. You know what you do as men. Don't let nobody tell you that you being a man and how you protect, provide, enforce, defend. Don't let nobody tell you how you should do it, particularly a woman. Why? Because women don't know how to do things like a man. It's the same way men don't know how to do things like a woman. We do not know how to nurture. We do not know how to communicate. We do not know how to be soft. We do not know how to temper roughness. We don't, that's not in our nature.
Rough me.
For real. And by that extension, women, please watch your tone when you talk about men. Please and thanks. Let me start canceling women for talking out of pocket. Let me start. No, Derek. No.
That's funny.
No, I know it sounds funny, right? But it's funny, it's hilarious. Canceling a woman? We don't get canceled. Women, that's what women get to do is put one time out. Get in the corner with your hands up and your eyes closed. That's. But
you know what, dude?
Go ahead.
The real crux of this thing, right? Do as you like, no repercussions. That's really what it is. Do as you like, men supposed to accept it.
No, men is supposed to, no, yes, and then men is supposed to tiptoe.
And uphold their end of the bargain. That's the real thing. So, you keep doing what you're supposed to do. I can be over here doing what I feel like doing. And you provide for me.
And toe that line. You got to toe that line. Toe that line.
Yeah. And you were to, as you said, toe the line, have nothing to say about what I'm doing or not doing. I can do it like you provide for me. That's how it's supposed to be. Let me dive in the chat a little bit here. But we don't. It's too much, you know. My boy Jimmy says, think of it like Indiana Jones looking for treasure in a tomb filled with booby traps to only find a cheap string. That is as on point as it gets. Aston says, ain't no empowerment for the average men, sorry. So on ones, holding at the bargain is the crux of the matter. It is. Aston said, once a month. Goddamn. Condolences, bro. Cherish, somebody transactional, and that ain't no benefit at all. Black men should get through too. I agree. Black men should. They ask the question: shoot, is a man entitled to be with a woman just because he is a man? The same way women are entitled to protection. Because shoot, anything we go anywhere is a public gathering. anything jump off, you as a man are required by human evolution to step in and protect women that you may not even know. That is the social contract, Dread.
And that's not even by human evolution. Just as society today, how it can let that same happen and saying jump off, and you as a man, you 6'3" there, saying pop off, and you in the corner there, so you hands full hiding behind somebody.
Or just roll out and left them to sort it out.
Okay,
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay, then.
I roll.
And even evolutionary is just, it just is.
Right? So you are expected to step in, whether you started it or not. Because the next thing, sometimes you got to protect people from themselves to go and initiate. And when you say people, I mean women who go and initiate certain situations, and then you as a man go and bail them out. I was talking to my partner a couple of weeks ago, and he said the same thing. That his wife got in a situation with a woman, and she was with a man, and she kind of expected that he would be the person to sort it out. And my man's like, yeah, put you in this door, so don't exactly be like renting out my protection. You know what I mean? Don't be leasing me out as a bodyguard. It don't work like that. Right? You are duty bound to step in for women you know and don't know.
Got to put on that armor, mount your horse, get your lance, and ride out.
Pretty much. You know what I mean? But we in the days of equality.
Women again put our horse for shite.
We in the days of equality. You know what I mean? But somehow it's still chivalry, and we know about chivalry, benevolent sexism.
You know, I just realized something. Women have fought for the equality to get on the horse, to put on the armor, to raise the lance, but they don't want to.
Yeah, they really just want to be able to do it.
Yeah.
To say that they could, that they have the opportunity to.
And
do
then,
it.
and then when you don't do it, particularly how they would do it, put on the armor, mount the horse, use right inside saddle, they can come and tell you you're a real man. Look at how you're doing this is bad jump. However, a woman does it, you got upset. And you better not say nothing about it. And you gotta be good with when something happens, she ain't putting on armor for shite. She going the daintiest dress. We talk about our chooser. She choose herself.
Yeah.
Babe in the woods.
But look, shoot, who doing the defending in Ukraine?
We're playing with the women left.
The women didn't even there.
The women never there. Women gone.
So the women get up on a horse and ride out.
And the women ain't gone. And the women gone because the president of the country said that, you know, mandated that the men must stay.
Get up on your horse and ride out. I still say mandate for women that they may know.
But
yeah, it happens, right? So gentlemen, provide your resources, use your resources for people that you are certain are deserving of them. Your protection, your provision, those are critical to you. Shoot, that make you a man. If you can't provide, if you can't protect nothing, people tell you that you ain't a real man. You know what I mean? Shoot, look at me, my Max on the short yesterday or whenever it was. Max take a whole baby that is his.
PicketJohnny.com.
Woman that pregnant. Yeah,
Pick
he rolling with it. Because Max can provide. Yeah, Max can provide. And he's been hailed as a real man.
A hero.
A hero. Okay? So, gents, again, we come into that kind of thing. Yeah? And be careful. Be careful. Nobody's entitled to your provision or protection. Ladies, you are not entitled to any man's provision or protection. The same way a man has to prove to you that he is worthy of having access to you, to your affection, your nurturing, your care, your body. The same way a man has to prove that to you. You have to prove to men in these times, because these are the times you fought for, you have to prove to a man that you are worthy of his provision and his protection. You gotta earn it.
Got to.
Only thing free in this life is Jesus. Right? So you gotta earn it. Same way men gotta earn access to you, you gotta earn access to these men. And men, if you already providing access, because I know a lot of men out there simping strong,
All right.
and women is coming along, the first thing you do, you hand your pocket and pull out money. Yeah, I know that. So men, if you're out there doing that there, stop that.
Cut it
out. Yeah. That these women earn what they get from you. They will respect you more, they value it more.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just walking about losing it, well, man, you clearly don't really respect yourself nor your resources. So you don't expect her to do the same for you.
Right.
Yeah. But folks, yeah, man. We got 301 subscribers. It's been another interesting discussion.
Thank you very much.
And hit the like button. Share the content. Make sure that you get some other people seeing it and hearing. Opening up these discussions, having these back and forths is critical. Bring some people who don't necessarily agree. They try to bring their points, and that's fine. We don't mind. I enjoy a good debate most times. So yeah, bring your people that you think would be dissenting voices. We don't mind at all.
We don't mind pushback either.
Come, let us have a conversation. Let's have a discussion. I miss my girl Erica tonight. She's usually the person to be loudest with the dissension. She and Rianne. But yeah, come through. We just making sure you know what the rules are. We don't make them up, but we making sure you know what they are. You can ignore reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. So folks, when you get up there, be the best version of you for you. Yeah, look, as Nia tell you, look for the short coming tomorrow. It's gonna come in the afternoon, not in the morning.
It's gonna come at night. At night.
Sorry.
Yeah,
come at night.
At night.
But look up for the short tomorrow night. You know, some people are gonna be looking like prize, kind of holding on.
Yeah.
But we gonna hook you up. Don't worry about it.
You ain't get it fixed.
Yeah. And please remember, folks, out there in this world nowadays,
contaminated environment. In the tutus about that.
So be careful out there. We can see you all again later.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.